Hi, Slim Show. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hello. Oh, can you hear me? I cannot hear
Oh,
you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Slim Show. Hi, Ken. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
No problem. Glad to be here.
This is our first podcast with Blake. This is Blake, everyone. Um, and I'm Jamie, the makeup nurse. It's you two already know me. So we'll give it another minute and see who all comes in.
Alrighty, that'll work.
Hi, Billy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And tonight, you guys, we're gonna just do kind of get to know each other, get to know the hosts, Blake and me, and for our first podcast.
I'm excited.
I am as well, and hopefully there will be many more to come.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Give me something to look forward to on Thursdays. uh, Hopefully everybody's had a good day today. It was pretty busy for me. Had a lot of
Yes,
work to do.
yes, it's been um, great today. I mean, I can't complain, that's for sure. And when a few more people come in, we'll give it like maybe another 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, that works for me. 1 second. Be right back.
So how's everybody doing in the chat? Some show, Billy.
Get me the Chinese something, noodles, something.
How have you been feeling, Billy? Are you recovering okay?
So sorry about that. My bad.
Oh,
My apologies.
that's all
But
right.
whew, at
All
least the
right. Well,
weather.
everyone, Blake's landscaping company he owns is sponsoring tonight's podcast. It's called Patriot Landscaping, and he's located in Midland, Texas. That's how I got to know him. Actually, I got to
Yeah,
know him through his sister.
my goofy sister.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, she's very headstrong. She likes to set everything up and be a planner. So if she wasn't here, I'd be way behind already. So we appreciate Cheyenne for her extraordinary effort.
yes, absolutely. Um, well, everybody already kind of knows me. Why don't you start off with telling the chat a little bit about yourself?
Uh, okay, I'm Blake. I 26 next in on the 30th. So here in just a few weeks, I'll turn 26. Um, I've been living in Midland for the better part of like 20 years now, almost going on 20 years. On and off, I've had to move around, but uh, built my company here after I got out of the army. Didn't do too long there, just a couple years. Um, let's see what else to know. Yeah, I own my own company, Patriot Landscaping. It's been going on for 3 years now. It's doing really well, prospering. I'm just trying to get a foothold right now. I'm trying to stay motivated. Hadn't been the very best month for me, and not even the best 6 weeks. I've had to transition living areas. I told myself I wouldn't be back at my mom's house, and yet here I am. So But
Okay.
we all step back sometimes. It's okay. I'm saving a lot more money now. That's the next thing, is to mortgage, get a house. I've got everything planned out pretty well for the next 5 years. So if you can stick a 5 year plan and just work with it, then everything else will funnel out. But yeah, that's the gist of me. I'm just chilling, hanging out. I don't do much. I like to play golf. That's a fun sport. I love sports in general. I love to watch them. The Celtics fan for basketball, Cowboys for football. Cowboys. I like the Ravens too. They're cool. Sports are a major part of my life because I watch them. I watch the Celtics every game. I haven't missed a game all season. So uh, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. Tell me something that I don't know about you already. Cheyenne's pretty well spilled your entire life story,
Oh,
but
oh my goodness. Um, well, I can hear you okay, but is there a way that you can be a little bit louder? Because I don't know about everybody else.
is that better?
Yeah, that's much
Okay.
better.
Yeah, it was in my jacket. Sorry.
Yes. You just sound a distance. Hi, Dee Dee. I appreciate you coming in. So I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I've been the last 14 years in quality, and that's how I met Cheyenne. And she was in the quality department,
Hmm.
and and I've been traveling for the last 7 years, but more so as an interim the last 2 years. And it's
So what do you do whenever you're interning? Like whenever you come into town, are you just like, do they call you whenever they need regulating on something if something's messed up?
usually they need me whenever they're need a quality director. Like at Midland, the quality director retired.
Oh, okay.
Um, so they're like, oh great, I need
So
to
you just stand in until they find somebody permanent.
pretty much, yeah. So that's what I
Gotcha.
do. Uh,
Cool.
and then train if necessary the people and stuff, with whatever they need to do. And I love outdoors. I love hiking and I love waterfalls. A lot of the chat
Oh, you
knows
like
about my.
waterfalls? Look, you might like this. This is probably my favorite tattoo. Do you see the waterfall in it?
You don't have your camera on, I don't think. Turn your,
Oh, I don't? Oh my
is
goodness. Hold on. Let me see.
No, I think it's a picture.
Um,
Are you just sitting?
yeah, I'm just sitting here.
Oh, it looks like a picture because I haven't seen you move.
Have I moved? Am I moving?
No, it looks like you're just sitting.
Well,
So it looked like
Oh,
a
yeah,
picture.
he's moving on my screen.
Oh, you're moving. How come you're not moving on my screen?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm here though. I think I'm doing everything right.
Yeah,
You're doing pretty
it's my phone.
uh, yeah. Well,
Uh,
everybody else saw. Yeah, I've got a tattoo of a waterfall on my arm.
Aw, I
It's
missed it.
got rocks and some pine trees and stuff. I love tattoos. I got my
Oh,
whole sleeve, and
oh wow.
I hope to get
Yes.
some more. I don't see me stopping anytime soon. They're a therapy type of thing. Whenever you're going through something, and it's just like, "Ugh, ow, that felt good."
Am I missing the chat stuff too? Or no? No, no. Okay, you're just frozen on my phone. I'll have to look at you through Ken's phone.
Well, it says on mine. It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. So you're not
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah, everyone but Jamie. But yes, I love waterfalls. In
That's
fact,
cool.
I we bought 36 acres here in Georgia, and I have a little bit of a waterfall. That was one of my first things I showed Cheyenne whenever we connected and stuff. So I showed her my
That's awesome.
wonderful
That's awesome.
waterfall that we
I
have.
yeah, I absolutely love them. There was this spot in Colorado Springs where I was stationed at, and uh, they had so many different beautiful landscapes. Like it changed throughout the entire town. There's this place that's called Garden of the Gods, and it looks like rocks that are in tall, straight, narrow I don't know. They like a piece of cheese is standing up. It's pretty cool. If anybody's ever seen or heard of them, tap in and because they are. That's beautiful. It's a great place to go and up there there's a they call it the incline. It's I can't remember how many feet, but it's a walk up and there's a path that you can go off of it and it's got this waterfall going off the side of a mountain and it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I would love to go back there and actually get to go and enjoy it with somebody. I was just with my friends and we were all drunk.
Yeah, actually, I actually worked in Pikes Peak for about 4 months, and
Oh,
I stayed in
cool.
Colorado Springs, and my friend took me to Garden of the Gods, and then me and Ken went through Colorado, and we stopped at Garden of the Gods too, and so yeah, it's beautiful. But I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see.
awesome.
I don't remember the waterfall, but we just kind of did the drive through. We
No,
didn't
no,
really
no.
like.
The waterfall's actually it's closer to Manitou Springs, and that's a
Oh,
town. Oh, I don't. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's major for shopping and tourists and stuff like that. But it's actually right off of there. It's off the incline somewhere. But
yes.
no,
I
there's so many hidden gems over there in Colorado Springs. Like the one place I loved, it was called Gold Camp Road, and it was on the side of this mountain, and there was like parts of the mountain that had been cut out, and it had tunnels, and it was awesome. I would go hiking and all the time. Some of my best memories I have are up there on that mountain. It was great. Cheyenne Mountain, it's awesome. If you haven't
oh
gone, I strongly recommend. It's awesome.
yes. S- yes, Slim Shell. Thank you, and Dee Dee, for still being here. Do you have any questions for Blake? Yes, and I
Ask
did.
me.
Yes, I actually went to Manitou Springs with my friend Ann Ken after we went through Garden of the Gods. We went to Manitou Springs, and that's where we got
Yes.
that awful water. Um,
Really?
out of the Colorado or the spring water.
Mm.
There was like a little fountain, and you get a bottle. Yeah,
Oh,
and that's
yeah,
like
don't do that.
carbonated. So and that did you ever try that water?
No. I'm a little bit more processed than that.
It was so gross, but
Yeah,
um,
I mean, I know that streams and rivers are good to drink out of because they're constantly being filtered. But drinking out of ponds and uh, anything big bodies of water is just it can be tacky, nasty. I learned that in survival class. That was cool. It's like the only thing I remember.
was survival class part of the boot camp or something?
No, no, that's something I did on my own, before the army. That's the only thing I remember is you can drink from the streams and rivers, but don't drink from big bodies of water because they have bacteria and you have to boil it, all that stuff. I'm one of those what do they call them? Doomsday preppers and stuff. I've got a whole closet full of just
Oh my
get and
gosh,
go stuff.
so is Ken. Oh my goodness, he is too. Every month, I get the battle box, and it's like a survival gear type thing.
Oh,
Um,
cool. I
and
need to get one of those.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a $150. We get the $150 box, and it has like sometimes you get knives or
Yeah, it's cool. It's
whatever.
it's it's just a random box thing. I wanted to subscribe to one like that, but it was for socks. It was just for socks. Like they gave you all kinds of cool socks all the time. I did that one for a little bit, for like 4 or 5 months, and then I got tired of it. But no, that's great. I think everybody should be intact with their survival. It's crazy how humans, their one instinct is to survive, but the only guarantee that they have is that they're not going to. you know, that's pretty crazy to think about, right?
Absolutely. If you could think of like one major survival tip, what would you say to the chat?
keep your feet clean, keep your feet dry. You know, if you can't move around, then you're stuck, and you want to make sure you're taking good care of your feet. That's the best thing I could tell people, because they'll take you down bad. Your body, the human body is so resilient to temperatures, to, I mean, so many different things. It can adapt. It's one of the most adaptable species in the world. You know, you pull a snake out of its habitat, it's gonna fucking die in the snow. That's not. I mean, humans aren't like that. Uh, I think you know, just being in touch with it, it's all a collective thing. Nobody knows everything, so you need to be in a good team group thing. That would probably be another good asset. I mean, thing, you know, just know that you don't know everything, and a good team, good solid structure around you is good for survival. Oh,
Yeah, that is so true. My feet are the worst, and I've been trying different things to try to fix them. I put these I had to get some orthotics to try to make the arch, and my feet are just so horrible. So yes, take care of your feet. I agree with
definitely.
that one.
Definitely. You know, whenever you know that you're going to be outside and you're going to be camping or anything like that, always pack whatever you were going to pack in pants and shirts, pack double that in underwear and socks. You know, because you just, I don't know, it's just a thing. You know, if you're going to be gone for 7 days, bring 12 days worth of socks. That's I'm just weird like that. I'll do that. The essentials you need to know. And socks, baby wipes are essential. Socks and baby wipes.
Is baby wipes instead of TP or something?
I mean, it, it's nice to have baby wipes because you can. It doesn't just have to be toilet. You don't have to just wipe there. You can clean yourself off, and you know.
That's true. That's true.
So
Multi-use,
baby,
right?
yeah, exactly. And they're biodegradable. You can throw them out, and they'll just melt away. It's
That
safe
is
for the
true.
environment. All that.
Are all baby wipes safe, or do you have to
I
get like
mean,
certain kind?
just I know that they like get clogged up in drains and stuff like that, so I'm sure that there is a certain type. It's got to be, it degrades, but if it doesn't, I probably wouldn't get those.
Yeah, you you- you're
But
um you're getting a little faint again. I don't know what you did.
oh, maybe it's just me. I need to speak up a little bit. Is that
That's all
better?
right. Yeah, a little better. So a little bit more about me that I think I love movies, and I know you're a movie
Oh, me
critic,
too. Oh
right?
God, I fucking love. Oh, excuse me, I love movies. They are so good. Everything. It makes you who you are whenever you watch movies. I totally. What's your favorite movie?
You're gonna laugh. It's Ever After with Drew Barrymore.
Hmm. Never seen it. Never seen
It,
it.
it, it's based off a Cinderella story. It's basically a Cinderella story, but with Drew Barrymore. Um,
Have you seen Aloha with Bradley Cooper?
no, I haven't.
I already know you would love that movie. That's just right up your alley.
Yeah, I
It's
like
it,
Brad.
yeah, he's a good actor. I think my favorite. It's hard to put a favorite tag on a movie because I really have to space them in genres to do that. Because it's so rude to not to favoritize one when the other one is just as it hits you in your soul just as much. You know, uh, man, favorite movie. That's hard. Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a pretty cool one. I like that movie growing up a lot. The Green Mile is a good movie. That's a
Oh, I
really
love The
good
Green
movie.
Mile.
Yes, yes, that's a really, really good one. Like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I love that movie too. That's a really good one. That's 80s classic. I guarantee you that movie would not fly today. There's so many things in that movie that did not age very well, but other things, it's classic. 80s classic. 80s movies for the win, though. Overall, 80s made the best movies, and Quentin Tarantino is the greatest director of all time.
Oh my gosh, he's so confusing though. Like Quentin
Sit there and
Tarantino.
listen, watch that movie 6 times in a row.
Which
And then whenever you find any, I don't care, pick one. They're all of them.
oh
They're
he
all
is.
so good.
They're so confusing. Like Pulp Fiction, I like really still don't get that movie, but I love it because it's got John Travolta. But I still don't get it because it was
The
like all over the
movie,
place.
yeah, it really was, and you gotta sit there and pay attention. But I'm one to watch a new movie. I will watch it once and just sit there and enjoy it and try and get some spice out of it. And then I will literally start the movie over and I'll pause it, I'll go through it, I'll look at this, I'll be like, oh, that was shitty acting, and that's the one thing that'll tune me off a movie real quick is terrible acting. I don't care what the story is, I don't care what it is. If you can't act that and make me believe it, I just it's humorous to me almost. So I definitely am picky with the stuff that I watch.
Yes, I love my Hallmark movies. I know you say they're corny acting, but I love them.
Yes, that's the thing. I mean, I do you, boo boo. If you like those movies and whatever, but I can't do it. They're just the fake tears and the just.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you don't w- if you have a girlfriend or whoever, would you sit and watch a Hallmark movie with her? And if she loves,
Absolutely, if that's what she wants to do, absolutely. Yeah, I have no problems with that. Boo boo gets her time. No, I keep it real. That just because I don't like something, that's the thing that most people don't understand about relationships, I think, is it's a sacrifice mutually, you know. She's gonna come and down beers with me at the basketball game when I take her to the ballet in 2 days. I mean, it's like I don't want to go there. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to go and rage with me at the game, but we do it because we want to be together. We want to do these things together. You know, that's the ticket, and that's hard to find. So when you find that, don't let it go to waste. You got
exactly.
make
And
sure that
that's
that person is your best friend, so that no matter what y'all are doing, it's a vibe.
oh, absolutely. Like, do you know how many Hallmark movies he's watched?
Way too many.
Too many, and I guarantee you, he probably liked one.
Maybe.
The one is the same one they replay with different characters, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, man, that's so irritating. I can't stand it when they do that. It's like I might end up at my grandma's house watching Murder She Wrote.
So, how many siblings do you have? Just Cheyenne or?
Cheyenne and I've got a stepsister, Avery. She lives in California. She moved down there a while back whenever she was like 15 or something like that, 16. I don't know, but now she's almost 20 now. So she's been down there a while and she's totally different. I mean, it's crazy how you pull somebody out of their environment and they totally turn into a total different person, like their personality, the things they like, and shit, it can even pull up some roots. Like you would think that some people would be grounded in certain morals and aspects of their life, but then you go and show them a totally different part of the world, they'll either indulge into that or they'll run away from it back to where they were. And by all means, I love my little sister. I miss her. I wish she would come back, but whatever. She's living her life. She's all right over there. She's doing fine. But she is
Uh,
different than whenever we were growing up. That's not the same kid that I knew whenever she was growing up.
yeah. Dee Slim Shell, is there do you have any questions for Blake or myself? I know you know me pretty well, but anything for Blake?
Anything? Global warming is not true.
And explain why you say it's not true.
I don't know. You see, it was okay. Look, today, 2 days ago, it was 82 degrees. Okay, and yesterday it was 48 and drizzle. I was pissed. I literally woke up, went to work. I was so mad that I was just mad about the weather. I was pissed. Uh, 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 mm, Bad weather changing over. I've had back surgery, so like it messes with my shit. It hurts whenever it changes temperature a lot.
Yeah. Dee wants to know, what music do you like?
Oh my gosh, that is so easy. The ticket goes to 70s and 80s rock. That's my favorite genre. But my favorite musician artist is Mac Miller. I love Mac Miller. He's really really good. Any music that he's put out, all of his albums, they're man, I've hopefully that's what I get. I've asked for my birthday. I want a vinyl player so that I can get all his vinyls and everything. Something about vinyl, it sounds good. But music, Pink Floyd, I love Pink Floyd, Def Leppard. I went and saw Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison, and Joan Jett. I got to see them in concert. that was that was cool. I didn't see what they said.
Dee says yes, he is. I think she's talking about Mac Miller.
Oh
When you said
yeah,
um,
yeah. If you there's this one song, y'all should really go listen to it. It's unreleased. I heard it for the first time yesterday. It's called Pure. It's not on any album. It's not on any streaming platform, but it is on YouTube. I saw, and there's also, if you have TikTok, just type in Mac Miller Pure, and I think the page is Vinyl Playground or something like that. It's just this page where this guy, he'll put a vinyl on of some good music and let the song play. It's awesome. Uh, but yeah, Mac Miller Pure, that's his newest one that I heard. It was really, really good. But I think his best album, man, Swimming was really, really good. It had Self Care, What's the Use, Ladders, Come Back to Earth. That's a great song.
so you said Pure is Pure?
Yeah, Pure. Yeah,
Okay.
Pure. And it's great. I heard it. It's not on. It's. I don't know how they're getting them. I looked at vinyls of the copy for that song exactly, and they're like $1,200 a piece. So it's really hard to get your hands on that song.
Oh
But I
wow.
mean, if you wanted it to stream or something, because it's not on any platform, and I know from what I've heard, the family has at least 7 more albums worth of music that they could put out that he never released. That's I mean, they may never even do it. They may just like, throw a couple songs on a vinyl, like they'll make a numbered set of vinyls and they'll send them off and it'll only be one song. That's what Pure was. It was just like a one-track song and it's great. Oh, it's so good.
Awesome. Ken says, what would you say your greatest accomplishment is? And a follow up is, what are your dreams?
My greatest accomplishment so far was uh, joining the military was my biggest accomplishment and getting through all of that. That was pretty rough. Um, that was my biggest accomplishment. My biggest dream is just I just want to be remembered. I want y'all to know me whenever I'm gone. I want there to be some type of legacy that I leave for you people to indulge in whenever I'm gone. hopefully I can set an example for future generations as to what you choose to do whenever you're failing and you're in success, because I've seen both sides of the both sides of the page, I guess. Like I've been on a really really high upslide, and then at the same time I'm falling down, and I need help getting out. I'm not super. I'm not a individual type person. I'm really selfless. You know what I mean? So I don't like being by myself. Anytime I can get some people around me to, I think that's I definitely got that from the military. Is, we didn't do anything by ourselves. We were always a unit, and like you had your friends to hang out with you whenever you were sad, and they wouldn't let you be sad. So um, yeah, the military was my greatest accomplishment, and my biggest dream is to, be some type of memory to the common population. But at the end of the day, if it just comes down to being a little community thing, I feel like I've already done that. So many people know me. I feel like I've got a good name for myself, and most people say they don't care about what people think of them. Well, I certainly do. I care about if you think that, I mean, that just limits myself on what I can do and who I can talk to. I don't want to be that person. So yeah. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Ken says
Thank
thank you
you.
for
I
your.
appreciate it. Yes, yes, absolutely. I appreciate it. There's a lot more people. I'll just say this much and leave it at that. They've done a lot more than me, and they've gone and done way more. I mean, just it's hard for me to even talk about it. I really appreciate everything that anybody has served for, um, and those who give the ultimate sacrifice too. Uh, it won't be in vain. I'm a constitutionalist. I feel like if you're willing to die for something that is not directed for you, then there's gotta be some honor behind that. So um, I was in the military for just I had a so it's weird now. Regularly they're giving out 3-year contracts. That's give or take. My contract was 2 years and 16 weeks. I was one of, I think the number was 57 since Vietnam. There was at the time whenever I went, I was the 57th person to get a 2-year contract for the infantry. I got to pick. I pulled like 32 jobs to be after I took my ASVAB, and they let me pick from those. But I didn't. The job that I wanted was infantry. I wanted to be like a soldier and actually do fighting stuff, and so my recruiter had to go out of his way to get infantry onto my sheet, and I did it with I took the job with no signing bonus, no. I mean, it was a re-up. It was 2 years, which was the thing I like to hear. It was short, so I didn't know if I didn't really like it, I couldn't re-up, and if I liked it, then I could stay. But uh, I sometimes I wish I could go back and do a job that I could take outside of the military, because you don't need soldiers in the civilian sector. I don't I do not like cops. I have a strong opinion about cops that most people would be very upset about, but um, I and I don't want to be security guard. I'm a little guy. These guys will beat the shit out of me. I'm still small, so uh, I, I wish I would have taken a job that would pay me outside of the military, and I could have made a career out of that instead of out here mowing yards like a peon.
Hey,
But
they need it though, right?
absolutely, and I do good. I do good work. Like a typical day in the military or a typical day today, like for me now.
I think some show you mean a typical day now, right?
Today, I mean, for now, I get up in the morning, I go to work. At my, I have two jobs. It depends on what day it is. I'll go work. I'll deliver sandwiches part time at Jimmy John's. Um, every day after I get off work, I like to come home and I'll put I'll put the Celtics game or whatever game is on my phone, and I'll play my video games at the same time. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't do a whole lot of much anything anymore. I've lived out all my party days. I'm over that. So now I'm really looking for stability. So I like to stay to myself and find out who's here for me. And I've had some really I lost some really good friends recently to a lot of drama and a lot of problems. And it was like my best friend, like my confidant. And I don't have that right now. So I've just tried to kind of just figure my shit out right now, trying to do things on my own without this other person. Because when you lose a good friend, I mean, regardless of how it happened, you still know that that was your best friend. And over the circumstances, whatever it may have been, it's gonna suck. I've never lost a really good friend like this. I mean, all of my best good friends, we just grew apart. We never really like had any actual problems, but this one it's hit hard. So I'm I'm shoot. I've just been trying to stay to myself right now. That's a typical day. I go to work, I come home, and I hang out and chill at home.
And now doing a podcast every Thursday.
Yeah, doing a podcast every Thursday. So I feel like this is another opportunity for me to jump back into something social and try to, not lose my social butterflyness. Because I like to party. I like to have fun. I'm outgoing as hell. But right now I'm just like kind of creeped out. I'm like everybody's sus. I don't want to talk to anybody. So,
No, I get that, especially when you go through a hard time, and it's hard to be that social butterfly. There's
mhm.
times I kind of get depressed, and I kind of force myself to be that social butterfly as well. So I totally get that.
Yeah,
And
I'll be honest. Like, whenever you first asked me about the podcast, I was not very motivated. I was just going through a lot of stuff financially and emotionally and like having spiritual battles all in the same time. And I'm super conflicted. So it was just too much. But then I mean, it was good. It was good to actually. It's been a long time since I've actually had to plan for something that's gonna happen. So it was good to have that kind of structure to come back and do this. I appreciate it. It was awesome to get the the offer to do it. So and to sponsor it even more. That just puts my name out there. If anybody knows anybody in Midland, I do trees, shrubs. I'll put flower beds in. Right now, I'm working on a job. I'm putting granite walkway in. Uh, hardscaping. I don't bring in like super huge items, but I'll like if you want a rock bed or something, I can get rocks and bring them in and all that stuff. Don't I don't have an irrigation license yet, so I can't do that or a fertilizing license like putting down pesticides and all that stuff. I'm not quite there yet, but give it another 2 or 3 years, and I'm actually in a more stable position. I'll be able to do all that. But for now, it's mowing, your regular mowing and cleanups and trees, shrubs, all that good stuff. Anything like that I can do.
do you plan on getting your irrigation license?
Irrigation, I plan on doing that, but I don't even need to get the fertilizing license because my brother-in-law, he's got all that. He can do it. He's already got the license to do bugs and all that. So if he can do it with serious chemicals like bugs, I don't see why he can't do it for not threatening chemicals like for the grass and stuff.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your family.
Man, my dad, my, he died in 2009. I was 11 when he passed away. Um, my mom is really, really hardworking, spiritually driven woman. Uh, it's not like anybody I've ever met. She's super extra. Well, Cheyenne's kind of like her, but but she's a sweet lady. She's kind, and my mom is my mom's my rock. She's been here for me whenever I need my help. Right now, I've been in a real sticky situation financially, and I'm not even gonna lie, she fronted me the money. So I really appreciated her doing that for me. It took a lot to humble myself to do that, but whenever you need it, you need it.
Yeah, and
And my mom came in clutch. So um, my
yeah,
my dad, my stepdad, sorry, they've been married since December 7th, 2007. So it's been a long time now. Over 10, 16 years or something like that. Yeah, is that right? 14 years. 14 years. And yeah, they've been a real good, God-fearing couple. It's shown in what they've gotten now that from where we've been and where we're at now, they've certainly elevated in their lifestyle and I mean, not that that really matters, but it shows. Um, I'm really proud of my family, actually. They've actually been a really uh, productive members of society. I can't really point my finger at any one person other than myself and say that's the lazy person. I mean, if anybody's the black sheep, it's certainly me. Nobody else can top this bad boy right here.
yeah. Well, welcome, Ruth, Tamika, and Fugi just came in the chat. So thank you, all three of you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging my hard work. I appreciate it. I do. I try to work hard. I really, really do. It's a my work ethic is just as important as my word. What you put out into the world is what everybody sees as you from the inside. So if I do a good job on the outside, I'm looking okay on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you what does your family think of you doing this podcast?
Cheyenne's excited. I haven't told anybody else. I've just, I mean, I haven't really asked anybody if what they think about it, but I'm sure they'd be cool or excited for me. Hopefully, as soon as it really takes off, we can like get a little set up. I'll get my little corner and I'll got my drape behind me and all that.
Yeah.
And
So you have a podcast over on Spotify, and
oh yeah, okay. So I took it. Let me stop you right there. I took a little stab at that, and I I I don't know what happened. I was supposed to start doing it with this other chick. I was gonna do one with her, and she just bailed. She never did it, and so after that happened, I just kind of lost motivation in doing it. But I remembered I was super headstrong on telling people like I felt like I had something to say to everybody. Like y'all need to hear this shit. And now I'm just like whatever. If y'all don't want to hear it, fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my breath. But this is good. I'm enjoying this. So
awesome, good. I hear dogs in the background. What kind of
yeah.
dogs?
Oh, you want to see them? They're
Sure.
mean as all hell. they're over there fighting right now. Let me let's see. Well, this one's mine right here. This is my little dog Melly. Hi, hi Melly. Hi. And my mom's got these two. That's Rowdy and Prissy right there. Um, and that's Brutus, big boy. He's a good dog. It was my mom's present after I broke my back. For 2.5 months, I was staying here at my mom's, and they were taking care of me. And so their
Oh,
present for taking care of me, I got them that big dog. Their big
oh,
dog had just passed away, so I
oh.
went and got him a new one.
So
he's
there's
a he's an
three?
English Mastiff. There's actually 5 of them. I don't know where
Oh,
the other
wow.
one is, but I've only got the one.
Uh,
And I found her. I was just working one day, and she walked up to my truck, and she jumped into it, and I was like, I guess you're coming with me. So uh, I've had her ever since. She's been here for like 5 years now, and I've lost her a couple times, and she's always come back. She's a good dog. I love Melly. Yeah, she's been a real sweetheart to me, and
wow.
she's good around kids and everything. She's not a problem, and I feel like somebody used to really hurt her or something because she's not cowardice at all. She's super like I don't know. She's interactive with people, but she's got like this her face. It throbs. I don't. Uh, yeah, I trust dogs more than humans too, because know that. Did you know that 60% of Americans will break up with their spouse or their couple person if their dog doesn't like them? That's crazy.
Really?
That's an
No.
accurate fact. 60% of Americans. Yeah,
That, that,
that's
that can't
that's
be
crazy.
true.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's true. I'm not kidding. 60%. It's like 60 something, but yeah, yeah. If your owner senses, I mean, if your dog senses that somebody is not right with this, then yeah, you'd probably yeah, you send them on their way because they're in trouble. I knew the I was talking to this one girl, and she came over and we were watching a movie, and my mom let Melly inside. And Melly just looks up. She walks in and she looks up. She looks at this girl. She's like, "Who are you?" And she had her legs laid over me, and she just looks at her. She jumps up onto the couch and she's just staring at her. She's like, I was like, Mad Dog. My dog was Mad Dog in this chica. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's so mean, Melly. But she's jealous. She's a jealous dog, aren't you? Here, look, I'll put you. Come on, come here. Come here. Ah, yeah. This Melly right here. This is my little sweet girl. Yeah. I wonder how old she is. She's got to be at least. I mean, she's definitely 5. I've had her that long, and she hasn't grown or aged very much since I've seen her. But I mean, since I've had her, so I don't know. I don't know how old she is, but she's been a sweet dog. I love her. Yes,
Uh,
yes.
yes, Slim Show says I better be next to the dogs next door then.
That's funny.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Is Cheyenne
Yeah,
watching this?
Foogie says dogs don't lie, dogs don't judge, and they love unconditionally. Yes.
Facts, facts. Yeah, you could be super mad and your dog tore something up and you spank them and you put them in their kennel for the day and they don't even care whenever you get home. They just want to play.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy how dogs work, but they're loyal. They're so loyal. That's the craziest thing.
Yes. if you have time at in about 9 minutes, I am going on to TSM's channel for our podcast. If you want to come in the chat, you're more than welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Just text me the link to it, and I'll hop on it. Is that one? Is that one an hour too?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, is that one an hour too?
Yeah, that one's an hour too. But if you don't
Okay.
want, you don't have to
Oh
stay the
no
whole
no
time.
no 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 no! I was just wondering. I didn't know it. Do you do that? Is that one that you do like on the regular, or is it just on Thursdays too?
No, that's daily.
Oh, okay, got you, got you.
Yeah.
I looked. I noticed on your page like for a couple days you didn't post anything for like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, we alternate on channels. So
I
it's
got you.
it's mostly on his channel, but once in a while it'll come to mine. So yeah, we kind of try to alternate so we can kind of benefit from, and we both
I
can
need to
benefit.
I need to get one. I mean, I need to figure out how to do all that stuff. I'm like not the most technologically inclined.
No, Foogie, this is my new podcast I'm doing with Blake. I'm gonna go with TSM at 8 at the regular scheduled one at 8 with TSM.
So who's TSM?
He's he's the TSM rapper. He's another YouTuber that I do a podcast with.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Oh no, you broke your Oh, that's right. You told me about that, Ruth. Oh, I thought it wasn't broke. I thought it was dislocated. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you um feel better. But yes, you need to take your meds. Foogie
Yeah.
says, "Never mind me. I speak my mind. Don't worry, Foogie. We're all good here."
Cheers. Yeah. All good. All gravy. I've
Does
been. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna. I'm so sorry, Ruth. It turned out to be broken. I'm so sorry. Boogie says, Miss Makeup is on her grind. Salute. Well, thank you, Boogie. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. You seem really motivated to do these, so I can appreciate dedication when I see it.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you doing the dedicating your time. I know you're busy between your landscaping business and doing the Jimmy John's and that kind of stuff. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
you know, it is a lot, but today's my day off from Jimmy John's, and the Celtics they aren't playing today, so
Oh, so I'm taking you away from the Celtics game. Oh my.
no. I said they're not playing today. We're all good. We're all good.
Oh.
I haven't. I swear, if there is a game on whenever we are on the phone, it will be on my on my iPad or something right there next to me. It's always. I haven't missed a game all season. I'm not finna start now. Sorry, baby.
So I'm gonna lose you for most of the time.
Oh no! I'll put it on mute. It's just gonna be right there on my little.
He jumps up. You know why?
So you'll be jumping
Yeah,
up and down.
if you see me like, oh, that's exactly what just happened. This will turn into a sports streaming network after. I mean, and then see, I do like basketball. Don't get me wrong. It's a good sport, but I love football. Football is awesome. It's just the energy in it is so much. It's so much. It's so great. I love it. And basketball is more of like a pace, and it doesn't matter until the last 3 minutes of the game. Like if you can just keep up with the team, you got to see who's really good in the last 3 minutes. That's where it's all made out at. So it's a totally different mental way to look at it and everything, but yeah. Can't miss a game, babe. Can't.
Well,
They
I'm not a
need
sports
me.
fan, so I wouldn't know. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, we're the number one in the NBA right now.
All right. Any last questions for Blake before we do our last words.
Speak now or hold your peace till next Thursday.
Well, for everyone in your time. Oh, can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. Okay. So thank you everyone for coming in, and we'll see you over at TSM's podcast. Is anybody any last words that you want to tell the chat, Blake?
Oh, I'm sorry. My stuff froze for a second there. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Any
sorry.
last words
Yeah.
you want to give the chat?
Man, it's been great. I appreciate you guys having me. I look forward to being here again next week. And if you want to follow me on social media, my name is Blake Boney on Facebook. That's the one you'll find me the most. And I'll drop all my other social media links in the comment after the video's over. You can go like me and whatever.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for a wonderful cast. And remember, you're all beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And I'll see you over on
Preach.
TSM's cast. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.